This video has been long overdue on my part, right? But after trying it, we end up encountering some real problems where our team was ass. Our team, I went a straight magic team and get cock block on a particular elite level where I didn't have enough magical resistance to like combat these particular units, and no matter how many times I tried, it took me like maybe over an hour. I couldn't get past this level. It was really a sad day, and we were streaming at the same time, so like I spent over maybe 2 hours trying to do this thing over and over. But I say, you know what, let me quit. We had the EXP and let me try something new. So boom, we're gonna try with a new experience. And off the rip, we go and try to go a little mixed team, right? We still go and try to go magic team, but I learned my lesson, and it's good to have like a damage dealer, a physical damage dealer in your team to kind of balance off, because some mobs on them does be very resistant. Of course we choose Ruby, boy. Of course. And of course we choose Eclipse, boy. I'm telling you, boy. Right, so looking at the map, real straightforward, right? So let me get off right. So what I'm gonna be doing, if you want to know what's going on, please refer back to the other videos on them with me showcasing and guiding you through on how to use your units and what you'll be looking out for. So if you had been up to date with the videos I've been posting on terms of the tower climb, right, you will know exactly what I'm doing right now, which is guiding my units accordingly, right? I checking to see which skill could affect the most amount of units and try to get type advantage. As always, I always try to build like a balanced team where I have all the elements. I can cover almost all the areas. I have a well balanced team with all the elementals, and I always need to have a buffer so I could buff. Oh, this animation looks sick. Solid. Hold on. Jesus Lord. Animation top notch. Destroy almost all. Boom. Dead. As we talk about. Right. So what moving forward is basically I'm gonna show you just, if you want to speedrun this, I was speedrunning this. This video was more than like what, 2 hours? 2 hours, Jed. Yeah. So what I was doing, my aim is to build a magic team with a little bit of physical attackers in between. So all the other units on them, or all the other stages that don't really have too much mobs, I'm gonna just skip them. Alright, some pro tips, right? For key units that you're looking out for, well, I can tell you for the magic users. Number one, you want Helena. Why you want Helena? She is a team buffer, AoE buffer for magic users. One of the main units that using for magic users. She buffs crit and magic damage, right? And with her other costume, she actually give your team damage reduction. So definitely you want to have that unit as your buffer if you're going magic wise, right? Secondly, you're going for Eclipse, Bunny Eclipse. For sure, you're going Bunny Eclipse and you're getting beat side Eclipse. Definitely 100%, and not because she's my waifu. She's going to prove you damn well, right? For magic users as well, right? For attackers, you're going for the new she's new, or she's a rerun. She's a fire unit, right? And she has bring down like a claw, but her AoE attack is real good, right? I really need to get the name right. Is Levia. Yeah, she has like a devil costume. Definitely get her for one of your magic users, right? For fire type. For water, yeah, yeah. Well, you're getting the water with the long ass name. I gonna just call her Shanid. I feel like let's call her Shanid and call her Georgian really and Juliana. She has a long ass name, boy. Hell no, boy. Right? But this water in it has get her in the story as well. She's one of the main water units he has get for the story. And she has like a bajillion costumes. But the thing about it will make her good is that she's a great utility damage dealer where she does strip buffs. And it have a lot of boss monsters. Oh, we just now saw her there. It had a lot of it have a lot of mob boss monsters, right? Where they just cast a lot of disruptive buffs on the serve that forces you to target only particular allies on their side of the field. And having her on the team does really help you out a lot, right? As you could see, I have a great magic user as well, Deveri, right? She's very good grass elemental unit. Maybe I'll just call it Earth. Hold on, I see my wife on the screen again. I kinda get a little distracted. Easy one shot, and this is the beach costume. I'm telling you about the beach costume. Had the AOE effect. Easy, small is a small. These are small mobs. So we just get rid of them quick. We just group them up, use AoE skills, and let's go for the nuke. That is my whole strategy. I always try to go for the nuke. Try to wipe the slate clean, right? And I haven't really found any kind of success with any other units. I always look for the same kind of core units where I get Helena, I got Eclipse, I got Davi, and I got I call you flick Sinead. I'll call you Sinead. Firebun. Right? I'll get Sinead and I'll just get like a flex damage dealer unit. And so far is Rubia has been real amazing. Rubia as a damage dealer in this tower is amazing. Definitely get her. Right? And what you're gonna see is Rubia gonna be MVP in a lot of scenarios, almost reach it up to the top. So this is me. I know my decision making. I just am a very overcautious particular individual or overcautious gamer. I just want to make sure that when I make a play, I don't have no regrets on making the play. It's to the best of the team's ability, right? And I want to utilize the moves and my units to the best of their ability. So that is why it is. Yeah, let me know what is the balance or how you guys like to watch these kind of videos. And also too, right, I would really like to know from you guys, for those of you watching in the future, what about Broncos that keeps you coming back? I want you guys to tell me, what about Broncos that holds your attention besides the waifu, right? And what kind of thing you would like seeing in more Broncos 2 content? You guys let me know. So here it is, we have the chance, right? I remember from before, we get a good one, boy, right? Ida's always pick the relics, so we go into the boss, right? We'll come back to that in a time. So let me tell you about this boss one time, boy. So this boss had a mechanic where if I didn't kill her, she applies a buff to everybody on the team, which does give them bonus attack, a barrier, and something else like the can't be killed. It was so tedious. I reset this many times like I'm gonna do now. So setting up, we got killed again, bro, right? And to make it more worse, if we happen to kill the first 3 row, when she does her skill, she summons a next 3 row. So check this, right? It had me thinking, okay, here's the real scene. We need to find a way to knock her out, or better yet, silence these 3, because these 3 has very disruptive skills, right? And we can't afford to make them use their skills, right? They literally have a skill where they run up to you and they one-shot you. So at the point in time, I was collecting a various amount of units, and so here it is. I'm looking, I'm watching. My first priority is setting my team up to kill her in the back, but also too, I want to take out a follow-up where the units in the front row do something to disrupt them, because the people in the back row are not too disruptive. If I could, my game plan is, if I could get rid of her first, kill majority of the front row, disrupt them, and I could stop them from doing their moves. The back row don't have enough firepower to break through my defenses, right? It have 1 tank in the bank and it have 1 assassin in the bank if I get through with it all, right? And I have more units than them, right? So that was my overall game plan, and this is why I'm trying to set up the board. Their skills, remember, like when I mentioned before, the scout skills that's in front on the enemy team, all of them have a potential to one-shot you. When they move the activate the ultimate skill, they will kill you, unless maybe a tanky AF. But I wasn't so lucky. A lot of my units right now at this point, we win a lot of games, but we end up getting weary. Like your health don't regenerate unless you have particular artifacts, or you went to the shop and you use a potion. So that was my bad, right? I didn't get that option. Or when I went to the shop at that point in time, my units was very healthy. So the way I made them, we moving forward. My aim is to kind of do a knockback and then follow up with a buff into like an extra skill. I don't know about you guys, but I saw this like boss that have the mechanic where the buff the whole team with attack, crit damage buff, resistance buff, or like damage reduction buff, and then like adds on more units. I dislike that so much. Yeah, and to make it even more worse, you're hiding behind your goons. Yeah, you're not at the front of the pack, you're at the middle or the far back, right, bro? And then after, to make it top it off more, she has so much, bro. The boss have so much health. That just grind my gears. Grind my gears. I'm feeling kinda hungry, so yeah. Don't mind the stammering too much, right? So that's just my hot take on it. So now, as you could see, the unit in the back, he activate a kind of a skill where he does draw aggro to himself, right? So all my units will be attacking him no matter what. So it's like a kind of this, yeah, attack me, you have to, right? So he taunt all my units, so I ain't really want that. And this is where Sinead come in, where she, when to use her skill, like any of her skills, she does strip the buff. So like you could use her, right, in this order. You carry her up to the front. If you see like a buff like this, you carry her up to the front, use her skill, strip the buff, and when you strip the buff, the other units on them, the skill will be released where they could target other units, so you could free it from that slot. And it does really take a time for the mob to like cycle back into the provoke skills. It does take maybe 3 turns or 2 turns depending, right? So you definitely could get away with this once you have somebody who could strip buff, and she is like the best in slot. So you all for your magic user, you always go with her. All right, now moving forward. Yeah, this is the final phase. I just move kind of like with the turns. I just move. I'll take quite a while, so this part of the video is going to be quite sped up, but it will be covering the same thing that I mentioned, the guidance that I've taught you over the course of the other previous videos, and it's no different. The idea remains the same. We take out the boss in the middle, and then we just trickle down at the little sub mini what's called these, the enemies and them. Birth. I'm trying to find words to say. Haha. Yeah, the little mini-me's right now. Right? We take out the boss, which is easy. So it's just basically, this is just an endurance run. Right? Moving forward, when it comes to the Tower of Salvation videos, the next video I would like to make is when I reach on floor, the last level, the highest level. That is the video I want to make next, because I believe with the guide that I gave so far, it covering everything. It really covers everything, and is a rinse and repeat. The only difference will be like when it comes to your grading levels, it do have a system where you're using some of the tower points that you gain to buff mechanics before you enter the tower, and I think I would like to do it in a separate video, right? I will try to do that in a separate video, so it could have people with some like who kind of feeling kind of like may not know or kind of confused on how it does work. I will make a video on that, right? So let's moving forward. I'm going to be doing all the rest of levels, right, off screen, right? I just completing them with the same kind of thing. I love my magic team, but you always have to try to make a mixed team, right? So it can balance off, and it can cover a more range offensive pressure when you're climbing, right? You don't want to be stick to just one thing, right? And you get gatekept by somebody who have a resistance to that particular type of physical or magical properties, right? This video is like what, 24 minutes long. It's freaking long, bro. Yeah, I know to myself, when it comes to long videos, it have to have detail. If it don't have detail, I'm not really watching it. Let me be real. So I did as much as I can in this video. I try to be as detailed as possible, right, in the way how I approach things, and boom, we finished, boy. Let me go. Right, so we finished the level 3, and let me tell you, it was quite a doozy. It was quite a little tedious, but we reached there. So as always, please do leave a like and comment on the video, and consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.